Welcome back to Me&P Productions. On this episode, we're going to review the Columbia Gorge bike ride. The Columbia Gorge is east of Portland, Oregon, and it runs parallel to the Columbia River. And it's a beautiful piece of scenery. If you've never been there, you should give it a whirl and just, if nothing else, drive it because it's something else to see. We left from the Women's Forum, and it was downhill at the beginning, and we did ride along there's 5 waterfalls, I think, and we rode along 5 of them, and then it eventually turns into a trail, and the trail is just fantastic, as you'll see in the video. There's only one climb on the whole thing, and it's about a 900-foot climb, and it is challenging, so be aware of that. But as far as scenery goes, this may be one of the greatest rides we've ever reviewed. So give it a whirl if you're ever in this country. Try the Columbia Gorge in Portland, Oregon. To Clear Point. Geologists tell us the Cascade Range formed 35 million years ago as plates of the Earth's crust collided. Then, 20 million years ago, molten basalt gushing from cracks near the Idaho border covered 80,000 square miles and shifted the Columbia River north to its present location. During the last ice age, melting ice dams in Montana released massive floods that scoured this canyon perhaps 100 times. Waters so high they surged over the top of Crown Point. Helped by these floods, the Columbia cut through layers of stone faster than her smaller tributaries, creating the greatest concentration of high waterfalls in North America. Lava no longer flows to laminate this landscape, and the ice age is long past. But the gorge remains dynamic. Landslides continue to move mountains, and tiny crystalline droplets caught by winter's freeze cracks the cliffs, etching another season into the Columbia Gorge.
Calendar flamand. Calendar c'est quelque chose d'autre. Calendar. What a faire avec moi. On me connaît calendar. What a faire avec moi. Il m'a fait hier le soir. La pluie t'a fait tomber.
The rhododendrons grow all over the place, and they get massive. So here's a kind of an example. This is just in the woods. Beautiful. Multnomah Falls, it's right next to the highway, so it's very popular, and it's beautiful. But there's mile 9.8 is where we're at, 9.8. There's a gift shop, and you can get snacks and stuff here. Mile 16, the historic Columbia River Highway State Trail, John B. Yeon State Park, and Iloa Falls Trailhead. So we started at the Women's Forum and rode Highway 30, and now we're here where we'll take a trail, and it looks like it's kind of mixed between trail and road. And I think we're going to try and go as far as we can on this trail and see where it goes.
Imagine me still loving you after all you've put me through. Well, I can't help it, I just do. Imagine that, and that's not the half. Imagine this, if you can. I've stood more than I should stand, but I'd still take you back again. Imagine that, ain't that a lie? Can you believe I'd swallow my pride? Well, yes, I guess you can. 'Cause you know you've always had my foolish heart right in the palm of your hand. So for what it's worth.
So here's where we started, and we've come this far, and we're right here at the Wyatt Campground.
Got a couple
It's
of
noisy.
still.
So we're headed to Banjo State Park Trailhead.
So for what it's worth to you.
Starvation Creek, mile 34.6. The wind howled and snow swirled through the Columbia River Gorge on the blustery winter night on December 18th, 1884. The Pacific Express, bound for Portland, rounded a nearby curve and plowed into a 25-foot-high snowdrift. The train stopped dead in its tracks, stranding 148 holiday passengers and the crew. Valiant relief efforts were organized when news of the train's plight reached civilization. The railroad hired Gorge residents to walk or ski provisions to the stranded train while passengers shoveled snow for $3 per day. Conductor Edward Lyons rummaged in the baggage car to glean 3 cases of oysters, 2 quarters of beef, some mutton, and 75 jackrabbits. Women cooked over coal until it ran out, then over wood gathered from under the snow. When the weather finally improved, the train and its weary passengers steamed into Portland 3 weeks late on January 7th, 1885. Despite newspaper reports, nobody starved to death, but it was a holiday to remember. Starvation Creek. I know you too.